Hello. I decided I was gonna play Fallout 4 as the background for this video. Just got tired of magic duels, and I just enjoy causing chaos and killing people, even friendlies. It's what you do when you get bored with the main quest and just need something else to do. But anyway, I'm gonna be talking about why the Gatewatch sucks. And it's something that Wizards, they've been pushing this on us for now 2 years, and it really started with Magic Origins, but we were okay with it then because that's usually what we expected out of every single of the core sets. You usually got Liliana, Jace, and all them, but now they're going overboard and they're giving us every single one of these Planeswalkers. Every block, it seems we're getting the same ones. And we have, I think right now we have 3 different Lilianas in Standard and 3 different Gideons in Standard, which is just ridiculous. That should never have happened. I don't know what the hell they're thinking, that this is some great story arc, that they have to keep giving us these same Planeswalkers over and over again. I'm quite fed up with it, and I hope they don't ruin Nicol Bolas. That's all I'm hoping. But yeah, the Gatewatch, it made sense when they started out. Okay, we need to get together. Let's stop the Eldrazi from destroying Zendikar. Nahiri's on the sideline. She just kind of pissed off, and then we all know what she does. She goes to Innistrad and gets revenge on Sorin. But it made sense when the Gatewatch, they initially formed to stop Ulamog and Kozilek. That made sense. They're extremely powerful. You had to get together to stop. It got out of hand when they went to Innistrad, and that even made sense with Emrakul. Okay, let's finish it. Let's stop Emrakul, the third Titan. Okay, let's move on. Afterwards, what happened with Kaladesh to me didn't make sense. I don't get into the lore all that much, but I get the gist of what's happening, and I was almost certain that Kaladesh was going to be a huge break from the Gatewatch story arc that they keep pushing on us, and we were supposed to just see what happens with Chandra and her mother Pia Nalar, and instead, what do you know, the entire Gatewatch is there, and it just seems overdone. And then they bring back Ajani so they can ruin him. They bring back Tezzeret so they can ruin him. And believe it or not, they pretty much ruined them. I think the foil versions of the cards, I think the Planeswalker decks is what I mean. Those versions of the Planeswalkers, Tezzeret and Ajani, are actually worth more than the damn cards from the set. Isn't that ridiculous? I mean, that's almost unheard of. That a pre-constructed piece of crap can be worth more than what you have to pay to pull. You get them free with the Planeswalker decks, but they're still worth more than the crap you put in the actual set. I just don't get it. I don't get what they're doing. I mean, I know the products are better than the intro decks. Way better. The intro decks give you next to nothing in value. At least these, younger players can get something. And I mean, they're not all bad Planeswalkers too. It's just my complaint is more of the aesthetic. I'm tired of seeing the same Planeswalkers. And it seemed like they did the same exact thing, even worse with Amonkhet, because we didn't have any other Planeswalker. At least with Kaladesh, we had Dovin Ban and Saheeli Rai. With Amonkhet, we don't have any other Planeswalker, except for the 3 that were from the Gatewatch. And that's annoying as hell. And on another note, going back to Kaladesh, why the hell was Liliana even... Why did she even follow them to Kaladesh? That makes no sense. It doesn't... it just contradicts everything her character was. She's more like the nihilist that doesn't really give a shit except for herself. She's pretty selfish. She found a home on Innistrad, and it seemed like she took Sorin's sword, and she was going to become the new Lord of Innistrad, and she was going to rule there. she got real cocky, everything, after helping the Gatewatch, and being a big part of why they beat Emrakul was just her army of the undead that Emrakul couldn't change or warp. And that was, I mean, I pretty much expected her to just stay on Innistrad and just ignore everything else the Gatewatch was going to tell her to do. They pretty much just use the Gatewatch to get what she needs, and that's to restore order to Innistrad and basically become the new lord. And unfortunately that didn't happen, and we see her as part of the Gatewatch on Kaladesh, which the whole reason why the entire Gatewatch is assembled on Kaladesh is kind of ridiculous. For some sort of inventor's fair that goes wrong. It's basically a science project. You know, like you have science fairs in schools and stuff like that. It seems like that, but on a larger scale. And I just don't understand. Like, Tezzeret's not that big of a problem. I think Chandra could have handled him, but we need a new Ajani for some reason. We need all these same exact planeswalkers. We need another Chandra. We definitely needed her, but we also got Nyssa. We got who else? From Aether Revolt. We got Ajani. But and then now in Amonkhet we got another Liliana, we got another Gideon. So they're going overboard, and Hour of Devastation is probably going to give us another Jace, because we haven't had a Jace in a while. I think it was Shadows since we had our last Jace, and I think Wizards, they're probably going to keep going until they run out of ideas what to do with each individual member of the Gatewatch. You can only milk it for so long before the players, even in Standard, they just get tired of it. And the only motivation to buy a set is that, oh, here's the value. Guess what? It's all in the Planeswalkers. Because Wizards are too lazy to figure out, let's make cool, innovative cards that don't involve a busted card type. It's just like it's all around every format. If there's a good Planeswalker, as soon as it gets out, it dominates, and if you don't get rid of it, it's going to win them the game. And they feel the need to just milk the Planeswalker decks, and all the super friends that they're trying to do. They did that with Oath of the Gatewatch. They're just milking it. Like, I hate that shit. They need to come out with new Planeswalkers that are creative. They kind of go along with the lore of each individual plane. With Amonkhet, it would have been cool if we got some type of Pharaoh Planeswalker. That would have been cool. That would have been really cool. We got newer Planeswalkers in the Kaladesh block, like Saheeli Rai, Dovin Band, but they kind of, again, the Gatewatch ruined it. I feel like if Wizards wants to create a separate identity, they're gonna have to be creative here soon and think of brand new ideas for Planeswalkers, or just ditch the idea altogether and just have a Planeswalker free set. But anyway, thank you for watching.